Okay, I think we're live. I don't even know if this thing is on. Look at my messy hair. Quý vị nghe Lina được không? Lina mới đi traveling về nên my equipment is not in order. Nếu quý vị nghe được ha, let me know in the comments. Do I sound loud and clear? Is anything wrong? Is anything wrong? If you're watching from the United States, let me see a 1. If you're watching from Vietnam, let me see a 2. Do I have friends from Canada tonight? Hi, Canada. Let me see a 3. Okay, so I am waiting to hear if you loud and clear. Very good. Okay. And you hear music too, right? Có nghe nhạc không? Hello, chị Minh Châu, Nina. Very good to see you. Look at this. The usual suspects. Very good. Okay. Trung Nguyễn nè. Phương nè. Okay. Lots of great people. Rồi. Bây giờ mình cho nhạc xuống hả? Let me see if I remember how to do this. Okay. It's clear. We've got someone from Vietnam. Oh, good morning, Vietnam. Oh my, mình quên rồi. Hello, everybody. Okay, music xuống chút ha. We got someone from Japan. Is it, if it's morning in Japan, what do we do? Ohayou gozaimasu. No more music. Ohayou gozaimasu. Okay. Very good. Oh, we got some new names. I love it. Quý vị khỏe không? Lina mới vừa về nha, mới đi Washington, D.C. and Virginia. And then after that, I went to Atlanta. And then I came home. Mình đi như vậy là gần 2 tuần. Nhưng mà nó feel like 1 month. And as you know, East Coast time bên đó là hơn là trước mình 3 tiếng đồng hồ. Nên sáng nào cũng là 6 giờ là dậy rồi bên đó nha, là bên này là 3 giờ. Oh my goodness. Hello, Mata. Podcast by Mata. Joining us from Oroville, California. And we've got someone from Vancouver. Hello, Jessica. Very nice. Okay. Are you ready? First of all, let me breathe for a second. Hold on a second. Okay. So I put tonight's lesson, if you want to call it that, I put tonight's lesson together very quickly. We've got Crystal from OC, California. But it's a great one. It's a great lesson because I have a question to ask you. And I want, oh my gosh, my friend Jerry is joining us. He's on vacation. He's retired. He's one of our clients. He and his wife, Lisa, are always traveling. And he's joining us from probably a warmer place. Hello, Jerry. And someone is joining us from Texas. Very good. Okay, so I have a question for you. And when you answer this, I want you to be honest about it. And I want to see some of the questions. Okay? Okay, so, whoops, here's the question. Okay, do you want $1 million or hay là, okay? But before all that, of course, you know, this is just for educational purposes only. Okay, đây là Lina chia sẻ cho quý vị nha. It's not specific tax, legal, or investment advice because, and I will say it again, everyone's situation is different. So if you need any kind of help, please do email me because we are not a one-size-fits-all. No, we're not. Okay, ready? Here's the question. Okay, which would you rather have? And I want to see answers in the comment section. And I will not go forward until I see some answers. Here's my question. Would you rather get $1 million now or a penny that doubles daily for 30 days? Như vậy, quý vị lấy cái nào? 1 triệu đồng bây giờ hay là 1 cent nhá, 1 penny that doubles in value daily for 30 days? Let me see it in I know you think it's a trick question. You may think it's a trick question. And if anyone has already seen the math, If you've already seen the math on this, it's not fair. It's not fair that you're answering. Nhưng mà honestly, if someone asked you nhá, if someone asked you là bây giờ mình muốn 1 triệu đồng hay là mình lấy 1 cent nhưng mà cái penny đó nó sẽ là double daily for 30 days. Okay? Yeah. See, I know it. I know you're all going to say a penny. I know you're all gonna say, yes, 1 million is nice. $1 million right now is nice. Okay. Okay, good. I like to see honesty. I like to see honesty. Okay. Nina says she wants her penny. Nhưng mà Bình nói là 1 triệu đồng đi. Ông Jim cũng nói là penny. Chị Minh Châu. And okay, so we see a lot of millions. Rồi, đó. A million's enough for you. Okay. Okay. Very good. Rồi. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Helen cũng nói là 1 triệu đồng. So let me see what happens. Okay. You can still change your mind if you want. You can still change your mind. So here it is. 1 penny. And every day it will double. Okay. So here's what it looks like after 10 days. Okay. Someone says if they're older, a million is nice till the IRS comes. Yeah, that's true. But this person says, nhưng mà if they're 60 or older, they would take the $1 million. And người này nói là I would go for the million. Okay. Okay. Well, Oklahoma, let me see what happens to this money. So you see the chart there. Đó, quý vị thấy không? 1 cent ngày hôm sau là nó thành 2, rồi ngày hôm sau nữa nó thành là 4. Okay, nó thành là 4. Oh, this is a very sweet comment, Sunny. Hi, Colina. I love your program. I've been watching for about 3 weeks. I'm so impressed. Just like to say thank you. That is so nice. Thank you, Sunny. I appreciate that. Rồi, Sunny, how about you? How about you, em? Hay là thôi Sunny chắc nhỏ tuổi mới kêu Lina bằng cô. Tự nhiên thấy già dễ sợ luôn. Would you take $1 million hay là mình lấy cái 1 cent mà nó double? Okay, trong 10 ngày là so in 10 days you have $5.12. Okay, do you still want your million or do you want your penny? You can change your mind if you want. You can change your mind. Quý vị thấy sao? Đây là 10 ngày nè, mà sau 10 ngày đó mình sẽ có là $5.12. Bây giờ quý vị có còn là lấy cái penny không? Hay là quý vị muốn là mình lấy 1 triệu đồng trước? Okay, so you're still going with your penny. Okay, Mara. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Bây giờ mình qua thêm let's see one more another 10 days. Okay, so another 10 days. Now you've got at day 20 you've got 5,242. 5,242. Okay? Jerry's asking a very good question. He's asking if that penny is taxable after 30 days. Oh, Jerry. Oh, Jerry. You've been hearing me talk too much about taxes. It depends, eh? Okay. Sound like you're either from Australia or Canada. Rồi. Bây giờ những ai mà nói là đi với 1 triệu đồng trước nha. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what happens in 30 days. Oh my God. I'm just going to sit here and let you look at those numbers for a little bit. 1 penny doubling value every day for 30 days. $5,368,709.12. Okay. Okay. Jerry says, okay, penny. Jerry says, okay, I'm going to take the penny now. Yep. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Okay. So what is this exercise for? Well, I will tell you that. There was a video out on this, and some of you may have already seen it or read it. But 90% of people, as expected, chose $1 million. Okay? And by the way, This is a great exercise to show you that people can make the wrong choices when they don't really understand what their options are. Okay, chị Minh Châu change mind nè, chị Minh Châu change mind nè. Nhá. Nên rất là dễ để mình đưa ra một cái quyết định hoàn toàn là sai vì mình không hiểu nha, mình không hiểu những cái option khác của mình. Mình nghe qua thôi, mình thật sự mình chưa tìm hiểu, nhưng mình đã quyết định rồi. So you don't know your options, you really don't know all the information, and you made a decision. Okay. Okay, back here. So again, when you take a look at that, if you chose $1 million, you would be losing out on over $4 million by the end of 30 days. Okay. Yeah. Well, what we're talking about here, of course, is compound interest. Okay. We're talking about compound interest. Now, obviously, you can't double your money every day for 30 days. That's 100% that's 100%. And that's going to be hard to find. But it illustrates to you the power of compound interest. Okay? The principle still holds true for smaller returns. So that means, let's say you don't make 100% every day, but it still holds true when you make less. Okay? It is a core aspect in personal finances. You know, my good friend, that guy, Albert Einstein, my good friend Albert Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. Even back then, he realized and recognized the amazing power of compound interest. And he said, those who understand it will earn it, those who don't will pay it. Như vậy là mình mà không hiểu về and when I dịch qua tiếng Việt nha, Lina dịch qua tiếng Việt, compound interest là tiền lời mà tiền lời kép, là tiền lời trên tiền lời luôn đó. Okay? Tiền lời kép. I don't know if there's another way to say it. It's that powerful, quý vị ơi. Nên có thể là quý vị nghe, nhưng mà mình chưa có nhìn thẳng, mình chưa có thấy cái bài toán á, then you think it's no big deal, but you are wrong, and you're probably not smarter than Albert Einstein. Okay. Compounded interest. It's really a core basic aspect of investing, really. And it's how the rich get richer or the wealthy get wealthier. Okay. And basically, it comes down to very easy. When you're young, you have an asset that money can't buy. You know this, right? When you're young, you have an asset that money can't buy. That asset is time. It is the most valuable asset you have. Quý vị đồng ý như vậy không? Bây giờ cái chữ asset bằng tiếng Việt là gì? I don't it's not really tài chánh. Tại vì mình đang nói về cái asset and we're talking about time. Time is actually the most valuable asset that you have. So for anyone out there who's young, like you, Phát nè, Phát rất là giỏi luôn. Okay? Use it to your advantage. Start now. Tài sản. Okay. Tài sản. So the sooner you start, the better. Easy. The sooner you start, the better. Okay. So even if you have a low-paying job, but if you start right now and you start saving and you start building on it, it's going to get bigger and bigger with time. And when you're thinking about compounded interest, 3 to 7% is realistic. Okay? But the younger you are, the more time you have to really make compounding work, and the wealthier you will become. So, if you at home watching right now have not started, don't think it's too late. Mình nghĩ là, "Oh, it's too late, I didn't start." No, because the next best thing to starting early is starting when? Now. Just like planting a tree. Best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Second best time is now. Okay? Doesn't matter how old you are. Yeah. Second basic principle, make regular investments. Okay? Especially when you have these plans. And although I have a better idea and a better way than your traditional 401k or IRA, but you should also have those. Anyone who tells you you should not have an IRA, you should not have a 401k is actually wrong. You should be using as many tools as you have to save for your future. But it is even better if you can earn compounded interest with post tax money. Okay? Which means you are able to invest and make that money tax free. If you are able to do that, wow, you are ahead of the game. So even a little goes a long way. Like if you're saving $20 a day, that's okay. Better than nothing, right? Right. Eric is asking a very good question, but where should we invest or where would we invest? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. So, on to our third basic. You got to be patient. Compounding only works if you allow your investment to grow. Okay? And it takes time to see the wonders of compound interest. Okay? You have to be patient. Let's look back. Look. If this was happening, like even after 20 days, you might look at that and say, "Oh, I should have just taken the $1,000,000." You have to be patient. You have to trust the math. Okay? You cannot invest with emotion. You cannot do what many people do because it's the natural thing to do, and that is what is I have to concentrate to say it right because it's the opposite of what you should do, which is buy high and sell low. Do not do that. A lot of people do that because you're doing it with emotion. Trust the math. Trust the concept. Be patient. So if you have time, if you can save a little money, if you can use compounding interest, if you can earn it tax free, and if you can be patient, you will make money. Okay? Okay. So when you're saving for retirement, as you know, many ways to do it. 401k, IRA, and Roth are normally the three main ways people save for retirement. Phải không? So 401k IRA is tax deferred. Như vậy là mình đóng tiền trong đó, mình còn trừ tiền nè, hoặc là mình chưa có đóng thuế, right? So it's pre-tax dollars. You haven't paid any tax on it. Which means, I don't believe I have to repeat this, but I'm going to. Which means in the future, when you take it out, you must pay taxes. And you're going to be paying taxes on a larger amount of money because it's growing. And you don't know what your tax bracket is going to be in 20 years, 30 years, 10 years. Heck, we don't know what it's going to be like in 5 years. So you must take that into consideration when all of your eggs are in the tax deferred bucket. Okay? All right, here we go. So there are other ways to do it. Roth is a great way because why? It's after tax dollars. So if you make your money in a Roth, then when you take it out, you won't be paying any taxes. And by the way, that's going to be the biggest problem for people is that they have not considered taxes and inflation. So if we're talking about future dollars, nếu quý vị nghĩ, mình có vài trăm ngàn trong cái 401k, we're okay. You are not. You are not. Because you're not looking at future dollars. You're looking at right now. That's not even your money yet. When you're looking at your IRA and your 401k, that's not your money yet. Quý vị nên nhớ như vậy nha. Mấy trăm ngàn trong đó, 1 triệu đồng trong đó cũng vậy. It's not your money yet. Quý vị chưa đóng thuế. So be prepared to lose a big portion of that. Okay, rồi, let's go back. Oops, let's go back. Here we go. If you have not seen this, please take a close look right now. Okay? A lot of people are deferring their taxes tại vì sao? You don't want to pay taxes. Oh, we complain. Oh, taxes are too high. I hate paying taxes. By the way, I do too. I hate it. So I understand. But look. This is historical data. Okay? Federal income taxes started in 1913. 7%. Oh. Bây giờ mình nghe 7%, mình chảy nước miếng phải không? Rồi 7%, that was the highest tax bracket. But you think those people back then, do you think they thought it was low? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They said, oh, it's crazy. What? We have to pay taxes? It's the end of the world. So it goes up, and then it came down, and it goes back up, and it stayed up, and it stayed up. Từ những thập niên là 50, 60, 70, quý vị ơi, from the 50s, 60s to 70s, the highest tax bracket never went below 70%. Did you hear that right? 70, chứ không phải là 17 đâu nhá. 70. 70%. Do you think that's low? No. Do you think that's high? Yeah. How much are you paying right now? So, because it was so high, guess what? Chính phủ nó ra một cái new law. Okay? Nó ra một cái new tax code để dân keep được more tiền từ cái paycheck. So, they came up with a 401k. That is 401 Section K of the IRS tax code. So in the late 70s, they developed this plan. And then by like the early 80s, everyone jumped on board. Oh, I'm going to contribute to my 401k. I'm going to defer my taxes. Back then, it made sense. Quý vị nghĩ đi, mình đi làm mà bây giờ mình phải đóng thuế 70% thuế. Crazy, right? Nên trong cái thời buổi đó, yeah, it makes sense. Mình defer tax. All day long, I would defer it back then. Nhưng mà fast forward to now, you're still using a very old strategy, a decades old strategy that hasn't changed much. Look. At one point during World War II, after World War II, look. 94% tax bracket. Okay? And look at this. The Ronald Reagan Tax Reform Act in 1986 brought tax down a little bit, a lot actually. And so it goes down and goes up. As you know, tax law always changing. And here we are, way at the end. Okay, 37% is the highest tax. And then, of course, you add all the other stuff. And it's 40.8. That's the highest tax bracket. Nhưng mà, how many of you are paying the highest tax bracket right now? Hmm? Are you paying 22%, 24? What are you paying for your tax bracket? And if you don't know, shame on you. Find out. Okay, rất là nhiều người không biết ha. Không biết là mình đang you don't know what tax bracket you're paying, but you complain it's too high, nên you bỏ thêm, you tống thêm tiền vào cái 401k. Như vậy là quý vị chưa có làm bài toán, mình không biết gì hết trơn, nhưng mà mình cứ làm là tại vì mình nghe người khác làm mình cứ làm theo thôi. And I don't blame you because no one showed you anything different. Everyone contributes to the 401k because they think that's what they should be doing. Nhưng mà thực sự if that's the only, retirement savings you have, it's not enough. Ah, Lynn Boy, you know. Lynn, are you the same Lynn that I talked to? Because after people talk to me, then they know. Okay, người khác cũng biết là 28 nè. Rồi đó, bây giờ mình so sánh nha, 24 và 28%. Rồi bây giờ mình so sánh với cái history tax hồi xưa. 94% cũng có, 70% cũng có, 50 mấy, yeah, 24% is thấp. So you have to ask yourself this. Mình đang hoãn thuế. Tại sao? Mình bỏ tiền vào đó vì mình không có muốn trả thuế. Every paycheck nó lấy ra mấy trăm đồng đó. Okay? Every paycheck nó lấy ra mấy trăm. Hoặc là 1.000 đồng, whatever. Tại vì quý vị không muốn trả thuế. Nhưng mà thuế bây giờ đang thấp nè. This is present day nè. 20 mấy % nhiều người nè. Tại sao? Bây giờ mình bỏ tiền vào đó, nó lên với thị trường. Nó cũng xuống nữa. Đây là mình chưa có bàn đến cái rủi ro nha, cái risk. So you're going to put your money in there, tax deferred. It's going to grow and grow and grow. And when you take it out, that's when you're going to have to pay taxes. So mấy trăm đó nó không có còn là mấy trăm nữa là tại vì okay, you invest it mấy chục năm sau nó thành mấy ngàn đồng hoặc là mấy trăm ngàn đồng mình không biết hả? And then guess what? That's when you start looking at, oh, wait a second. I have to pay taxes on the value? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Hey, Shristi from Pennsylvania, welcome. Okay. And that also, let's think of this. Let's think of this, yeah. Okay, someone pays 33%, still low compared to what it's been. So, quý vị biết không? National debt now is 34 trillion plus. So 34 trillion and counting every second. So we owe so much money. What do you think is going to happen? The US government has to do like two things. They're going to have to either cut spending or what? Or raise taxes. So do you believe that they're going to lower taxes? Quý vị nghĩ sao? Do you think they're going to lower your taxes? Let's look at this thing again. Hold on. Okay, here we are at the end. Do you think we're going to lower our taxes? Okay. If you think the government is going to lower your taxes so that you will pay lower taxes in the future, I have a brand new unopened bottle of air that I will sell to you at a big discount. Okay, so we don't know what taxes will be like in the future. Most people believe it'll probably go up. Are you willing to take that chance with your retirement money? Are you willing to take the chance? Well, first of all, this is not a chance. This is for sure. You will be paying taxes on a larger amount than if you did it now. Now, mỗi paycheck, a few $100s, $1,000, you don't want to pay the taxes now, goes into deferred tax account, right? That's going to grow. You will pay more in taxes in the future. No doubt about it. That is for sure. For sure. The big question is how much more? Because if they raise taxes, then you have just agreed, which is what you're doing by the way. Khi mà mình bỏ tiền vào 401k nha, IRA cũng vậy. You have agreed to let them tell you later what the fee is for taking out your money. Okay? That's what you've done. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Dennis has a question. Instead of withdrawing from 401k, we should put it into an IRA to not pay taxes. No. No. You're doing the same thing. But if you have a 401k and you've changed jobs, hoặc là you nghỉ làm, okay, you stop working for that employer, hoặc là you're going to retire, you're retired. If you do that and you roll it into an IRA, you have more control over how you will invest your money. Okay? You will have more control on how to invest your money and the fees that you're paying. You are right. This person says the only, whoops. Oh, can you speak slow, sister? Thanks. Have a good day. Okay, sorry. I get so excited that I talk fast. Oh, this is a great question too. How do you pay more tax when you're retired with less income? Oh, I love that. I love that question. You think, okay, and some people will have less income, but many people will not. Many people will not. Why? Okay, each person's going to be different. So I'm going to have to, okay, but I'll tell you. Eric Lee's thinking the same thing. Okay. I wish I could have my clients actually come on the show with me to say, she's right. We did the math and they'll make more money in retirement. Okay, let me tell you why. You have to consider Social Security. You have to consider 401k, Roth, IRA, any other income that you have. And then by the age of 73, for most people watching right now, at age 73, you will have required minimum distribution, RMD. Okay? They require it because they want you to start paying the taxes. That's a formula. The formula is based on how much money you have in these accounts, and then they will make you take out the required minimum distribution. People don't realize your tax deductions go away. So let's say right now you're making, I don't know what people are making these days, maybe 3,000 a month. Okay. Then you have to count, Social Security. Oh, Social Security and retirement. He's going to get 2,800 or whatever a month, 2,500 a month. And then money from his 401k. Some people also have a pension. People have an IRA. Some people have rental income. So do not think until you've done the math whether you for sure will make less money. Okay, that's one. When you take out the money, they don't take out the tax and then give you the rest. It doesn't work that way. You take out a distribution from a tax deferred plan, you get a tax, it's income. So it would be like if you worked and got money now, well, actually, we are paying some taxes now. Yeah, but they will give you a tax bill at the end of the year. And guess what? A lot of people don't have that cash on hand because they're on fixed income now. They don't have enough money to pay the taxes. So guess what they do? They go and they withdraw more money from their tax deferred plan to pay for the taxes. And when they do that, they've raised their income, possibly raising their tax bracket. So you have many moving parts. Do not forget to consider your Social Security and all the money that you have that you're saving for retirement is one. Okay? Holly. Holly is also one of my clients. And I have many clients where they just believe, oh, when I stop working, I'm not going to be making that much. And then when we do the math, some people end up making more. Okay? But just one thing. So let's say you make less than what you're making now, but they raise the taxes. So you're in a higher tax bracket. That's why I'm saying there's so many moving parts. You've got to consider the value of your accounts at that time, your required minimum distribution. You don't have deductions anymore. Okay, no longer paying the mortgage, right? You're not writing off the mortgage anymore. If you own a business, thì sau khi mà mình nghỉ, no more business expenses. Your kids are grown up, no more dependents. You have very little to write off to bring down your income. Okay? Um, okay, here, let's I know you've got some questions, but let's go here. I forgot what I made after this. Oh, I'm going to explain it to you and then we can sau đó ai có câu hỏi gì, okay? So you've heard me talk about this. Okay? Some people think it's a scam. Oh, it's a scam. You don't know what you don't know. Just like when I went to the beginning of this and I asked you if you want $1 million or if you just want a penny and we'll double that penny every day for 30 days. Okay, 90% of people say, oh, they want the $1 million. Tại vì they không biết, they chưa làm cái bài toán. So find out all your options before you make a bad decision. Pause. Hello, my friend. Okay. So earlier, Eric Lee says, well, then what do we invest in? How do we do that? Okay. This is such a powerful tool. It must be structured correctly. And if it sounds like a scam because someone else had a bad experience, it's not because of the product, it's because of the person who put it together. Okay, here we go. An IUL is an index universal life insurance. This is how it works. You pay a premium. That premium, okay, pays for your insurance and you will have a death benefit. Tiền tử, nha, mình trả tiền hàng tháng. Mình sẽ có tiền tử. So if anything happens to you, your family gets a death benefit. You also get sickness protection. This is what I'm talking about when I ask people, do you have plans for long-term care? People say, oh, by then I'll have Medicare. Then you are wrong and you have not done enough research. Medicare will not pay for it. So the things I'm talking about are, let's say you have a stroke and you become partially paralyzed or you need therapy. You phải là tập nói, tập đi, tập ăn. You can't take care of yourself. You need someone to go into your home and care for you. Or if you have no family, you need to go into a facility. That is pocket money. Quý vị ơi, Medicare health insurance does not pay for that. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Okay, but guess what? You also get cash value. And if structured correctly, this can be the way that you save for retirement, take it out tax free, and have protection in case you don't live long. But if you do live long, you will have money. Okay, here we go. You will earn market like returns. We're indexing. Như vậy thị trường lên, mình lên. However, you also have a floor. This is what you don't get with your 401k. This is what you don't get with your Roth. This is what you don't get with stocks. You have a floor, which means what? Thị trường sụp mình không có đi lui được. Mình không có mất tiền được vì thị trường sụp. You cannot lose your money because the market crashed. Okay? We're not going backwards due to market volatility. That means there's no risk to market downfall. When people don't understand this concept, this is such an important part of this. It's like what I showed you earlier. When people don't understand compound interest, they will miss out. 90% of people choose $1 million, not the penny. Why? Because they don't understand it. Okay? Okay. What else? There's more. Tax free. Tax free. I have structured plans for people to receive, I mean, anything from mấy người mà start late. Okay. So if you start really late and you're older, you may only be making $900 a month for the rest of your life, tax free. Okay. That would be a very small policy. I would say that my average would be make là mấy chục ngàn đồng. Okay. So we're talking about like 3,000. What to me that also looks very small, but $3,000 a month tax free for the rest of your life. And actually, the majority of my clients realize the power of compound interest, realize the incredible value of a 0% floor, that they are making much more than that tax free a month. That is actually, for most people, more than they're making now. More than they're making now. Sometimes Lina làm những cái kế hoạch đó ha, là cái tiền sau này họ lãnh hàng tháng nó cao hơn cái tiền lương bây giờ luôn. Nhưng mà cái tiền lương bây giờ là phải đóng thuế, còn sau này cái tiền đó là không đóng thuế. Okay? Incredible. But it must be done correctly. It must be done correctly. Okay. And so, Holly, I'm so glad that you're on here because very often I say, oh, I wish a client would come on and tell people. That's right. No more claims. House paid off. Kids are gone. That money is all income. And actually, if you've done a good job saving, you're going to have more income in retirement. Okay. Someone um, hold on one second. I forgot my computer, and so I'm borrowing my husband's computer right now. And so my good friend went to my other house to grab my laptop. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Um, Tweet channel, I will quit my second job and want to move my 401k to Fidelity. Do I pay fee for withdrawal and when can I get 401k to cash? Oh, thank you for that question because I didn't even talk about that yet. Oh my gosh. That's another thing. It's a big thing too. Hold on. It's a big thing. When you put money in a 401k and an IRA, you cannot touch that money until you're 59 and a half. And if you do, 10% penalty, in addition to having to pay taxes on it. We didn't even talk about that yet. But your cash in an IUL is accessible to you for any reason. As long as if there's cash in there, you could take it out. You don't need a reason. You don't have to be a certain age. Okay? So thank you for asking that question. Can I share how the money is tax free? Very good question. I've talked about this before, and I'm going to put it up right here on the screen. Look at tax code 7702, y'all. 7702. Tax code 7702 allows you to invest and make this money as long as the formula meets the IRS regulations for a life insurance policy. Okay? Most of you are now using tax code 401 section K. I'm using tax code 7702. Then a lot of people say, "Oh, so how come my tax guy doesn't know about this?" Because not everyone knows everything. Your CPA may not know about it. Look it up. And even if your CPA knows about it, he is not properly licensed to do it for you. And then you may meet a person who's licensed to do it, but they are not knowledgeable enough to do it correctly. So when I hear people say, "Oh, it's a scam," tôi bị gạt. I'm telling you, it is not the product, it is not the company, it's the policy that you have. It's the policy that was structured and is either you didn't do it right or they didn't do it right, or you never upgraded it as your life changed. Okay? I mean, people are like, "Oh, this sounds so good, too good to be true." It's not. It's not. Did you know that US banks are some of the biggest buyers, buyers of insurance? Banks buy so much insurance and they use IULs. Yes, they do. Okay. Big companies like Nike, JCPenney, I'm sure there are a bunch of other ones, use IULs. Bây giờ quý vị đi bỏ tiền trong nhà băng, ok? Mình bỏ trong đó 100.000. Tuần tới mình nói, "I need it back." Well, they better have it. They better have it. Okay? Paj says, "My financial planner says an IUL is a terrible product because of cost. Why are some financial planners negative towards this product?" Because one, either they can't do it for you, or two, they don't understand it themselves. Oh, I love telling people about the cost. Here's the problem. People hear a little bit, that's all they hold on to. They've not put anything into context. So let's do a little comparison, shall we? You put money in 401k. Let's say you're in your 20s. Let's say you're in your 30s. You put your money in a 401k. I mean, think about it for a second. You don't have access to that money until you're 59 and a half. And if you want it and need it, okay, you take it out, 10% penalty above the tax that you'll have to pay. But pretty much it's not accessible to you. Okay? And people don't understand that an IUL is something as powerful as an IUL, of course, can be bad if not done correctly. You have to find a person who is licensed and who knows what they're doing. But there are a lot of people out there who badmouth what they don't know, what they can't sell, what won't make them money. Okay. I am proud to say I have clients who are accountants, okay, CPAs, tax preparers, okay, bookkeepers, financial analyst, no, financial analysts for companies, huge companies, and licensed active insurance agents. My clients. Why? Because not everyone has the access to these products, and not everyone knows how to structure them and put them together correctly so that down the road, you actually have money to take out tax free. Okay. The biggest problem that people have is that, oh, they love the sweet talk. They love to hear someone talk. They don't ask any questions. And then down the road, they find out, oh my gosh, it's not like what they promise. Mm. That's why you must find someone who is knowledgeable to help you do this. Okay. And for instance, if they don't have one themselves, why are you even talking to them about it? Why? Okay. So when you go buy life insurance and you say, oh my gosh, I'm paying $200 a month and I have a $1 million policy, you think you got a good deal. You did not. Not if you want to make money. See? And you didn't know that, did you? So if you're paying a very low premium and you have a great big death benefit, you're not max funding your policy to be able to make that cash. Okay. Find an agent who's going to do minimum death benefit, maximum cash value for you. That's the only way that you can really take advantage of an IUL and make that tax free money the way you should, the way you want. But so many people just hear agents say, "Oh, and then, oh, down the road, if you need money, you can take out money." And then you never ask them how much. And then you think that the company cheated you because, oh, you would never think that the agent that you know as a friend or a family or whatever would do something wrong. So take a look at your policy. Here's the good news. The good news is most people with a policy that's not correctly structured right now can roll it over, can roll it over, start earning that compounded interest. Okay, it's called the 1035 exchange. 1035 exchange. I'm going to write it in. Okay. That means if you have cash value in your life insurance policy now, you can roll it over, okay, into a properly structured IUL, max fund it, and yes, take out money tax free as income. I have structured policies for children who, by the way, long after I'm gone, will greatly benefit from it. Can you imagine? I have a couple of kids whose policies are so amazing that when they are 49, they will start taking out income of nearly $500,000 a year, tax free. The power of compounded interest and a 0% floor. Man, if you are not using it, you are missing out. I'm telling I that that is my personal opinion. It is also my professional opinion. But every situation is different. So if you have a policy, there's my email up there. We can take a look and I can show you like where I think it's wrong, what I think you can do. Okay. And I bet if you ask your tax preparer, you ask your CPA, um, there are a lot of financial advisors who don't know, but they don't know what they don't know. And you didn't know at the beginning of this video that choosing a penny over $1 million would turn out better. Right? Right. Okay. Joy. Um, Stocks also, by the way, don't go to anyone who's just bad mouthing stocks. Okay? Don't go to anyone who's bad mouthing just bad. If they're bad mouthing IULs, probably because they can't do it for you. If they're bad mouthing stocks, it's probably because they can't do it for you. Okay? That's normally the way it works. If you need help, you can email me and we can help you with whatever you need. So whether it's life insurance, whether it's a max funded IUL, okay, if you're looking for tax-free income, if you're looking for college savings, whew, don't get me started. 529 plan compared with an IUL, like there's hardly a comparison. You do it right, there's no comparison. If it's stocks, mutual funds, bonds, treasury bills, if you need a bank loan, we can help you with anything and everything. And that's why you're going to get unbiased advice. Okay. Whether you just want term, you just don't have the money, but you need protection, we can help you with that. Don't go to anyone who can only do one or two things for you because that might not be right for you. Okay. Okay. Yes. Take action. Take action. Should have done it 20 years ago, but next best time is right now. Next best time is right now. You can do it. Okie dokie. Any questions, we can help you with it. Okie dokie. Thanks, everyone. Boy, look at the time. The time is gone. Here we go. We're going to feed the ducks. Feeding the ducks. Oh, gosh. I love that music. Love that music. And for anyone who's late, I'm just going to show it one more time. Okay, show it one more time. I'll take that penny, sure. A penny for your thoughts. A penny for your thoughts. If you don't understand all your options, you may make bad decisions. So find out about everything. Learn, learn, learn. Educate yourself. Let's do it. Fat, let's do it. Okay? If you already have life insurance, email me. I'll take a look. I'll tell you what's up. I'll tell you what numbers to look at. I want you to understand it. You signed your name on the line and you don't even understand what it is. Why, thank you, Victor. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time. Thanks, Jim. If you need help, just email me and I'll come up with a fun lesson. Okay? Next one, fun lesson. Mwah! Good night, everyone. Have a great evening. See you next time. Bye.